Oh my God. So Nvidia just exploded in a few hours. All right. It didn't take a week. Okay. It just happened in a few hours. I'm a few days late to this. This happened on Monday. Nvidia was at $137 per share pre-market opening, and it finished the day at about $144 per share. Okay, so it was a huge jump, and I want to go over the reasons why because there's a really good article on it. Before I do that, guys, any kind of subscription to this channel would be greatly appreciated. You know, I'm a small content creator. I'm not going to get famous. I'm not going to get rich off of this, but any kind of support from you guys and any kind of motivation this gives you to invest and to kind of see the power of compounding when you commit to something like crypto or individual stocks. It's something I really appreciate, and your support, your subscription would really mean a lot to me. So truly, thank you very much. Without any further ado, I want to get into this article, but before I say this, if you look back at my previous videos, and especially for the few returning subscribers, over the last few months, Nvidia has had significant dips since the end of July all the way until now, okay? It was at around $130 per share, dipped down to 98 after that Japanese stock exchange news, went back up to the 120s, dipped down, went up to the 130s, to 137, and now we're all the way here at 144, okay? So this is something I've had strong conviction for over the last few months because I think Nvidia is a great long-term play. And in addition to that, we have that earnings call coming up on November 20th. Now we know it's November 20th. And that earnings call is going to be huge because that's the first time we're going to actually see some numbers and proof of whether Blackwell is selling and what basically supply is. Is there enough supply, or is demand just huge for this thing? And this article kind of goes over that. So I kind of want to begin here. So the title of this, it's from Investopedia. It says, quote, "Nvidia still king." In a note to clients Sunday, Citi analysts said Nvidia is still king when it comes to its client base in the AI accelerator market. They said they expect chip makers' GPU sales to hyperscalers like Google, or Alphabet's Google, and Microsoft to double this year. We kind of knew that because hyperscalers are throwing a ton of money at Nvidia right now to kind of ramp up their AI production, right? Citi and all but one of the other 22 analysts covering Nvidia, tracked by Visible Alpha, held a buy or equivalent rating on the stock as of Monday, with a consensus price target of $152.41 per share. Okay, supply is to remain tight. Okay, that's what Citi's perspective is, and let's get into that a little bit. Citi's comments come after Goldman Sachs analysts said Friday they came away from an investor meeting with Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, quote, with a better appreciation of the company's competitive moat, citing the company's large customer base, robust and growing software offerings, and ability to innovate. The analyst said orders for Nvidia's Blackwell chip are booked out, with lead times extending up to a year, and that Nvidia, quote, expects supply to remain tight for the foreseeable future. Goldman Sachs analysts also maintained a buy rating for Nvidia and raised their price target to $150 from $135 or $135 per share previously. This is huge news. We already saw the foreshadowing for this from what was it? It was Bernstein Wealth Management and another huge wealth management firm that basically met with Nvidia's CFO, and they said, hey, that $3.5 billion revenue for Blackwell that we initially had in mind, it's actually around $10 billion and even higher than that potentially. So we've gotten the cookie crumbs for this over the past few months, guys, and this is the perfect time to purchase this stock right before the earnings call on November 20th. It's October 23rd right now. It's the just dawn of October 23rd here. We're less than a month away from Nvidia's earnings call. That's when we're finally going to see the Blackwell numbers. We're going to get more information on these hyperscalers, and we're also going to get more information on what supply and how Nvidia is going to keep up with the demand, what the supply is for Blackwell, and what the demand is still for these things, because this is huge. And I've held this position even during the summertime to now. Nvidia is an incredible opportunity right now. It exploded in just a few hours at the beginning of the week, went from $137 per share all the way to $144. I mean, now is the perfect time to purchase shares. And no matter what anybody says, it's funny. I see all these analysts say, oh, it's a buy. I foresee Nvidia going up to $140 per share. I foresee it going up to $130 per share. It is definitely going to surpass that. It's going to surpass that. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw after that earnings call, and if it's positive, and if Blackwell lives up to the hype, right? Because if it does, Nvidia could easily, I'm seeing these things from Citibank, Goldman Sachs of price target of $150. It could go up to $160 easily. All right, I'm not guaranteeing it. It's just my opinion. This is not financial advice, but it could easily go up to 160 if they blow it out of the water. All right, so all signs are pointing to Nvidia being a buy, and all signs are pointing to this being an incredible buying opportunity right before this November 20th earnings call. So I'll end it with this. I've been doing these videos for months now. Nvidia was a buy when it was $130 per share last July. It was a buy when it dropped down to 98 the beginning of August. It was a buy when it went up to 120, went back to when it went down to 107, 108. Then it went back up to 130. Now it's at 144. 7 or 8 major price shifts since the end of this summer till now. And all those shifts, Nvidia, it doesn't matter. It's always been a buy, because for the foreseeable future, demand for Blackwell, demand for Nvidia products and services, they're still going to be there. They're still going to be there. So, going to end the video here, guys. I hope this was helpful for you, and feel free to enjoy the rest of my content. Again, any subscription or support, comment, like is greatly appreciated. I am so thankful to have the opportunity to make stuff like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.